Well, thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. As many of my colleagues well know, the mining industry has always been a significant contributor to the economic fortune of my state of Tasmania. And so it is a matter of concern that many in Tasmania's West Coast mining community are currently facing uncertain times with the recent news that Copper Mines of Tasmania Mount Lyell Mine will close immediately after 121 years and Unity's Henty Mine will close in 2015. It is estimated that over 350 jobs will be lost as a result of these closures. The expected closure of the Henty Gold Mine next year and the extreme disappointment being felt by the closure of the Mount Lyell Copper Mine will not only have significant economic and employment implications for the state, but potentially critical impact a number of Tasmania's small West Coast community businesses. It is important that in these early days following the closure of Mount Lyell, that immediate financial and emotional support is provided to the workers directly affected. That is why the federal government is mobilising key Centrelink staff to provide on-site support, including customer service advisors, financial information service officers and social workers. This is the appropriate first response of a responsible government. It is true that many workers will receive redundancy payments, but it remains essential that professional advice and support is in place, and it is. Now that there are support workers on the ground in Queenstown, it is extremely important that the focus turns to pursuing realistic, innovative and sustainable commercial opportunities that will assist in etching out a new future that not only replaces the jobs lost, but creates more jobs through growth industries that do include new mines and aquaculture as its base, but also adventure tourism and other service industries. I welcome the Premier Will Hodgman's decision to establish a West Coast Economic Working Group to provide support and look to how we can build a strong and sustainable future for the West Coast. At the request of the state government, I have committed to working closely with my good friend Adam Brooks MP, who is leading the group to see an outcome that results in this region restored as the economic powerhouse of Tasmania as it once was. Since the devastating news of these closures, I've been working tirelessly, Mr Deputy Speaker, doing what I can to assist the community at a federal level. While my focus in the first few hours after the announced closures was to ensure appropriate frontline services were mobilised, in the days following I've been meeting with major business leaders from the West Coast and in the region who already have projects underway and are investing heavily. I asked the Prime Minister to have the mines closure issue placed on the agenda of the Tasmanian Economic Council meeting, and I've met with senior ministers about what we can do to fast-track projects in the region. There may be cheap shots, Mr Deputy Speaker, coming from the other side, but as a responsible government we will do what is appropriate, what is sustainable, and the one thing I won't be doing is raising unrealistic expectations for people that are in a delicate position at this point in time, and I thank the House.